Good morning. I'm Randy Lance, the principal at Hillside Junior High, and it is my pleasure to welcome you here to this beautiful gymnasium and cafeteria. Thank you for joining us this morning, and thank you for your support of the Boise School District, and in particular, your support for Hillside Junior High. Before we begin, I'd like to introduce a number of people who have helped make this moment possible. We will begin with the members of the Boise School District Board of Trustees, the President of the Board, Nancy Gregory. Vice President of the Board, Maria Greeley. And Trustee Dave Wagers. From the Boise School District Administration, Superintendent Kobe Dennis. Deputy Superintendent Lisa Roberts. Former District Superintendent Dr. Don Coberly. The Area Director for the Boise High Quadrant, Ms. Debbie Donovan. The Area Director for the Capital Quadrant, Dr. Terry Thamer. And the Area Director for the Timberline Quadrant, Mr. Brian Walker. From Design West Architects, Bill Hamlin, as well as from Design West Architects, Jim Coles. From the Russell Corporation, Greg Brown. And again from the Russell Corporation, Nicole Russell Willis. I also want to take a moment and thank the Hillside Junior High parents and community members who supported this with a successful passage of the March 2017 bond election. This is yet again another strong example of how our parents and community are committed to education. At this point, I'm supposed to talk about, or take a moment and talk about how much the new addition of the cafeteria and the gymnasium have made an impact to students, faculty, staff, and community. When I was announced the principal last April, I came here and I did not see what the old cafeteria looked like, as they were already eating in the cafeteria. Students were already in the cafeteria. But I can tell you this. The new gymnasium is amazing. It has enough room compared to the old gymnasium. We can put all the students in the bleachers. We had our first assembly, and we had every single student, no student had to sit on the floor. They could all sit in the bleachers. The much needed air conditioning that we now have in this new building. I asked Nate Dennis to come by if he wanted to say a few words, the former principal, and he's busy today, so he couldn't make it. So I thought, who else could better describe the impact that this new building has had than a student? So at this time, I'd like to ask Prairie Kirk to come up and say a few words as to how this new building has made a difference to her friends, and discuss the things we are able to do now that we weren't able to do before. Prairie?
Thank you, Dr. Lance. I'm a 9th grader here at Hillside, and I've been here for 7th and 8th grade as well. Having this new facility is wonderful. We have a new gym that matches the amazing skills of the Hillside athletes. This year, both of our volleyball teams made it to the championships. Also, my 9th grade basketball team is undefeated so far. A benefit to having two gyms is that we now have one times practice schedule. This allows athletes time to get their homework done, and there are less conflicts with outside schedules. When I was in 7th grade, we shared a gym with another PE class. This made it difficult. There was more noise and distractions. It also limited the space we had to work with. But now, the PE classes get to use a gym and they have the opportunity for a better experience. This amazing new gym has given us so much to be thankful for. The new cafeteria has as well. Our cafeteria is now more than double the size of our old one, allowing the 8th graders to have the same lunchtime instead of splitting them up into 2 different lunches. We've been able to fit more tables with the new cafeteria space. When everyone can fit at a table, you are surrounded with more happy faces, you feel connected, and it adds to the community of Hillside. Having a building as great and strong as the athletes, students, coaches, and teachers it holds is amazing. This new facility has given Hillsiders something to be really proud of. I'd like to end with a quote from Randy Pausch. He said, "Showing gratitude is one of the simplest yet most important, powerful things humans can do for each other." So, on behalf of the students here at Hillside, I'd like to say thank you. Thank you for this new wonderful facility. Thank you to the voters for passing the bond, and to all who made this possible. Thank you.
And I know we're looking at the building as the cafeteria and gym. We're celebrating that moment. There's also a lot of other things that you don't see every single day that this school has improved on. I know they worked on the football field in the back. You can see that as you're walking around today. But also the drop-off area as the students unload, parents unload their students in their cars. We have a great roundabout. It is the most amazing thing I have ever seen, and I've been in education for 23 years, looking at student drop-offs. It is absolutely amazing. Again, our volleyball team, our 8th grade team won the city championship this year. Our 9th grade was runner-ups. So it has been amazing to see a great way to start this gymnasium. I also want to let you know, during parent-teacher conferences, we have a Bluetooth speaker system, so during that time one of our teachers hooked up some jazz music in the background, and as parents walked around, it kind of set the mood for a nice conversations with teachers and stuff. At this time, I would like to ask Ruth Itoka, Brooklyn Garrison, Dennis Somali, and Ezekiel Willer, as well as distinguished guests. This includes the Board of Trustees, Superintendency, and both the construction company and architect representatives to come up and help perform the ribbon cutting ceremony.